Ahoy there, me hearties! Welcome to another...
Someone interrupted.
Well, I'm everyone's favorite, so I have to go first. Obviously.
Obviously.
Yes, Tom. Yes, Thomas, you go first. You are the star.
Well, I am the namesake of the show.
Oh, brother.
A little jealous, Cranky?
I'm not jealous. I'm
called Cranky and Friends.
You know, that actually does have a good name to it. That has a good ring. But
someone's wanting attention.
Oh, I'm not asking for any attention. I just you know what? I'm just gonna bow out for a minute.
All right.
The world's biggest Thomas fan says, how y'all doing this afternoon?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Well, you know me. I'm just teasing an engine here, singing a song there, the usual.
And I am constantly annoyed.
And well,
shush. Go ahead and laugh. Go ahead and laugh. Laugh it up there. I didn't mean that literally, you know.
Oh, I got another question. Railwolf930 says, hello, everyone. Salty, what was your first reaction when you came to Solar? Let's see. My first reaction was, it was definitely a lot of breeze. I was definitely going through a lot of valleys, and it was a very lovely sight. But I really wanted to go to the docks. But how disappointed I was when I had to go to the quarry, seeing all the rocks and all that stuff. But it was very nice to see a good engine like Mavis. Mavis is always there to whenever you're down.
Mavis,
Mavis.
Imagine my reaction when Popo and Salty came here at the docks.
Do you not like Salty's stories, Cranky?
Do I have to go over this again, Thomas?
Well,
I think they keep me entertained, especially if it makes me see you watch being annoyed all day.
You're a troublesome track. You're easily annoyed.
Cranky does get annoyed easily, doesn't he?
I don't get annoyed all the time.
Especially when Carly starts talking.
Don't you start talking to her, Carly, right now. Don't you start talking to her about me. That big yellow banana on tracks.
Oh,
she should do a split. Then you can call her Banana Split.
Yeah, that is actually clever. That is actually clever. I like that.
Oh, Thomas, you got a question from Nicholas Montagny.
Oh.
Yes.
Let me see. Where are we? Which bigger engine do you find more annoying than James? Well, I'm not sure how to answer that. I think Gordon can be kind of annoying sometimes. He's kind of pompous, you know?
That big blue sausage?
Yes, that big blue sausage.
I thought
you mean galloping sausage. Jinx!
He does tend to get a little, you know, braggy about his express trains. I'm fastest and best, and I pull the express. That's what he always says.
Yeesh.
Gets very annoying sometimes.
Ow! My operator is saying I have a question here. It's from 4501 Green Mikado.
Well, look who's joined. It's the little green caterpillar.
Oh, hi there, Percy.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, you're interrupting me.
We're sorry.
What I do.
Well, sorry, Cranky.
Anyway, Anyways, saying this question is from 4501 Green Mikado, aka Seth Stavangros. I hope I'm saying that right. He says, "Hi, Cranky. Will you be good for a change?"
No.
Do I have to answer that?
It's obvious, isn't it?
Yes.
You
What kind of a question is that?
I've got a question here from Lil Trainmaster. Hey, Thomas, do you like Ashima? Yes, she's a great friend. I like her a lot.
It also says here, do you like Lady, Emily, Rosie, or Ashima? Which of them?
Who, me?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Oh, okay.
Of those four, who do you like?
I like all of them, actually. They're all very good friends. Unless you mean, like, you know, like a boyfriend-girlfriend kind of thing. I don't think engines do that.
Then why are you going red in the face whenever Ashima is mentioned, eh?
Well, I'd rather not answer that.
Uh-huh, sure.
Ooh, let's see.
Okay?
All right, let's see. What other questions do we have?
There's something here from a Train Lover 844 Production Extras. He says, I have a riddle for you all.
Ooh, a
what's
riddle.
the riddle? What's the riddle then? You might as well say it.
Yes, what's the
Have a
riddle?
riddle. Let's hear the riddle.
I'm trying to find it here. My operator's trying to find it. I'm not seeing it. Anyway, Train Lover, if you do have it, please put it up there. We want to see what it is. I'm a little curious myself.
Ooh, let's see.
All right. Oh, I've got a question from Train Inspector 11 G2. A question for Thomas, the best character, obviously.
Oh.
Here we go.
Have you seen Lady since TATMG? I assume he means Thomas and the Magic Railroad. And Calling All Engines? Well, yes, I do see her around sometimes. We whistle to each other.
Let's see. We got another question for Cranky.
Oh?
From the two questions actually. One from the Furnace Engine and one from Thomas Man 1945.
Okay.
Let's see. Furnace Engine says, Cranky, who do you like working with better, Carly or Big Mickey?
Personally, I would say Big Mickey, because I've already been working with him for a long time and he keeps to his side of the talk. But then we got Carly here. She's a rolling gantry crane. She can go from either side. It's really annoying if you ask me.
And I will admit her paintwork is a little bit bright, but I could get used to it.
Eesh, sticks out like a sore thumb in my opinion.
I think her color's very nice. She's very yellow.
Like a banana.
Yes, like a banana.
Like a fine bellow.
Yes.
Oh, I have a question from Nicholas.
Hold on, there was one more question for me from who was it, Salty?
Oh, hold on, let me try to find it.
Hey, before we do that, it seems that someone's joined. And that
no, not her!
Hello, everyone.
Oh, no!
How are you today?
All hail the Queen of Springs!
Yes.
Hello, Daisy.
How's everybody today?
Oh, I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
I'm doing just fine, thank you very much.
How are your springs today, Daisy?
They're doing just fine.
So, Daisy, what you doing here at the docks?
Just giving some passengers a tour.
Oh, how very nice.
Well, now that you've got your passengers, Daisy, would you mind skedaddling? I've already got enough bugs around here.
I thought you weren't going to call us bugs anymore, Cranky.
I mean,
Does Percy need to pull you down again, Cranky?
Now you stay out of this, Salty.
I will admit that was a funny story you told me, Percy. I wouldn't have stopped laughing ever since you told me about it.
You told Salty, Percy?
That was funny.
No.
Well, then how did Salty find out then?
Maybe it was...
I don't know.
Sure.
Percy, are you sure you didn't tell him?
Well,
Sure.
let's see.
Anyway, let's look at the questions.
Look, there's a question here for Daisy.
Oh.
There's actually two here. There's the first one is from Andrew Lego. I think that's what I'm saying. And it says, Daisy, why are you such a drama queen sometimes?
Well,
Show you a drama queen.
Or how about a rail car queen?
Oh, hail, Mama Queen.
All hail the rail car queen.
Sam Queen, in my opinion.
Okay.
Let's see. Percy's got a few questions from TramEngineStudios. Hey, Percy, shouldn't you be sleeping? You have the mail to take, don't you?
I can stay up for as long as I like. You can't tell me what to do.
Hey, Percy, there's some mail for you.
Ooh.
I mean, literally, I'm holding some sacks of mail for you right now. It's the top hat says they're urgent.
You might want to take those, Percy.
Fine.
Let's see. Another question.
Here it is. Here's the riddle that Train Leather 844 was saying earlier.
I love riddles.
Okay, here it goes. Let's see if I can get a close-up on it. It's so tiny from far out of my crane arm. Let's see here.
Holding a computer on your crane arm?
On my hook. How else do you think I'm reading these things? All right.
You're not on your
Did
crane.
I hear a dog?
I don't hear a dog.
I thought I heard some barking.
Anyway.
I thought I did too.
Yes,
Anyway, here's the
yes,
riddle.
one of my passengers has puppies on board.
Really?
Oh my Daisy, I think you might as well turn from a rail car to a cattle car.
All hail the cattle car queen.
The cattle car.
Oh.
Or the
Anyway, here's the riddle. Here's the riddle. It says, what part of Ireland was named after a bottle?
Oh, I don't know this one.
I don't know it either.
Beats me.
Was named after a bottle, huh?
A bottle.
Huh.
I give up.
I can't. I want to. Percy, do you have any ideas?
Percy?
Nope.
Oh, that's right.
All right, I have absolutely no clue.
That's a tricky one.
That's a really tricky one. Good job on that riddle.
Yeah.
Oh, Thomas, you got a question from Thomas Katie.
Oh, cool.
Says Thomas, when's your next train?
When's my next train? Oh, it's not for a couple hours.
Those blasted twins.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Edward, good to see you, mate.
Well, finishing off dying himself.
Hello, Edward.
Hello, Thomas. Nice to see you too, Cranky.
You know, Edward, it's always good to see you come down to the docks. After all, it's your Branchline.
No thanks to the twins delaying me again.
Oh no, what did those little devils do this time?
I put my train under the blast chute.
Under the what?
The clay pits is too... I'm just really tired.
I don't know how Marion and Timothy can handle those two.
We've got a question for Edward.
Oh.
All right, Thomas Katie
Sorry.
said, Edward, how is your branch line?
Oh, it's very nice. It's very lovely. Going down from Wellsworth past the vicarage to Brendam, coming back to the clay pits. It's very nice. I recommend.
Not as good as mine, though.
Oh, I know. I've worked on it before, Thomas.
Mine is the importantest part of the whole railway.
Oh no, don't go on that tangent again.
If it was so important, then why did Ryan take over?
Yeah, why did Ryan take over, Thomas?
He didn't take over the whole time.
Yes.
Only while I was working on the new branch line. His branch line.
Oh, I got a question from Thomas Katie. Salty, how's Porter? Oh, well, Porter's actually doing good. I don't know if he's coming over to join the stream, but he said he was shunting some trucks down in a siding over by the siding right by well, I don't know what siding that's called, but
Siding 6.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, I saw him shunt empty trucks earlier.
But who knows, we might see him. Don't know whether his driver says or not, but we'll just have to wait and see. It would be nice to have Porter here.
Porter is a very kind engine.
Yeah, he's got his packs.
No.
You know, I do remember the time when I thought he replaced me. Can you imagine a steam engine replacing a diesel engine?
I could laugh out of that one.
Well, Cranky, there was a time where it took 3 engines taking it in turns to run the docks. Actually, every engine came to Brendam Docks before you arrived.
He's got you there, Cranky.
Thomas, you worked here before.
Oh, yes, I did.
As a matter of fact, you still do. I see
Yes.
There was that one time where Thomas and Edward went to the mainland to get new parts for the project, I think.
Oh, yes. You and Thomas went to the mainland to make Carly, as I recall.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yes,
Bad
we did.
call.
Biggest mistake of all time.
Hey, you seem to enjoy it.
Where did you get that idea?
In order, Cranky.
Where do you get that idea? I don't.
Big Mickey told me.
Oh.
Mickey!
You seem very happy, Cranky.
Oh, let's see. Edward, you've got a question from Island of Solar Films 2017.
Bring it on.
He says, this person says, Edward, what are your thoughts on Nia?
Haven't met her yet, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, I haven't met her either, so I don't know either.
Neither have I.
Thomas.
Oh,
okay, I was
great.
gonna ask.
Another engine coming. as if there's
Actually,
enough
thank you,
small
there's
engines
2.
on Sodor.
Yes, we've got
There's
2
2.
new engines coming.
What?
Yes, one
But
next
one's a
year,
tender engine.
another the year after that.
So we got a small engine and a big engine coming.
Yes,
I-
a battle of
I
Britain.
don't see why they have to be such a sourpuss, Cranky. They're not that bad.
I'm not a sourpuss!
I'm sure they're very nice, Cranky.
I'm a crane! Why does everybody keep saying I'm a sourpuss? I'm a crane!
Cranky's the sourpuss queen.
What?
Cool. It says, Cranky, are you a drama queen?
Well,
Oh, we've got
Cranky.
a question for me and Percy.
oh,
Katie asks, Thomas and Percy, where's Toby and Mavis? Oh, I'm sure they're working.
Oh, that's a very. I saw Toby a couple hours ago.
I think Mavis is working at the quarry right now. I'm not sure where Toby is.
He's probably working at
I
the
saw
quarry
Toby.
too.
He's probably with
I saw Toby.
Henrietta, taking the quarry workers to the quarry.
And I think they took Hannah with them as well. I don't know about that.
I thought Hannah was so
cheeky
wet.
Hannah.
I've heard all about this, Hannah.
She does like to speed along the tracks, doesn't she?
You can say that. If anything, I think she's a menace.
She's
She
not.
sounds like one.
Okay, Cranky. She's
It's
not
okay,
that bad.
She learned from her mistakes.
But I do want to tell you all something.
And after,
What's that?
I actually went to Knapford, and according to Philip, because I actually saw him like over there, he said that he would actually like to have a coach to take passengers sometime, and hoping that Hannah would be his coach.
That Philip, he's quite a big dreamer, isn't he?
You
A
know,
speedy coach and a speedy little box cab. That's a good match.
Thomas, just like a certain little blue tank engine who wanted to see the world.
Oh, Edward.
Speaking of Thomas, there's a question here for you from 4501 Green Mikado.
Let's hear
Again.
it.
Hi, Thomas. Remember you left the guard behind?
Henry told
We
me
don't
about
need to
that.
talk about that. That was so long ago. I haven't left the guard behind since.
Uh-huh.
What a mistake.
Really?
And then,
Well,
and
how
then there
about
was
that?
a-
How about sets up on the hat when the football teams were playing?
Well, you see, the thing about that is,
You got competitive, that's what.
yeah, James and I got a little bit competitive.
a little bit. Percy told me everything.
Percy?
Oh, why does everyone keep snitching on me?
Why do you keep telling everyone everything?
I don't know.
Quite a little chatterbox, huh?
Kind of reminds
You
me.
got
Kind
me.
of reminds me of Gordon.
It's okay, Percy.
Oh, let's see.
I'll still be your best friend.
I hear
I got a question.
You too, Thomas.
I got a question from Henry Number 3 Production. Salty, when are you gonna get a new coat of paint? I
don't
just
think
had
I'm gonna get
one.
new coat. Oh, okay. Oh, when was this?
Oh, I think it was about a few weeks ago.
Oh,
Yes.
it does look very smart on you.
Oh, why, thank
You
you.
look very nice, Salty.
But I do think they got the bit of red paint a little wrong. It's supposed to be crimson red, but for some reason I've got the same paintwork as Reneus. Oh, maybe they'll
Got
fix
a
that.
couple questions for me here.
Yeah, I'd give it a week.
TramEngineStudios says, "Hey Thomas, are you excited to go around the world?" Well, yes, I am. It'll be great to see how other railways work, and I'm excited to meet a bunch of new friends as well.
I heard young Bao was going to be expecting you.
Yes, I do like him. He's very nice. Joey Condry says, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thomas, how fast can you go?
About 60 miles an hour, but I'm not going to say that.
Not terribly fast.
I've heard that if
I
you,
like
that
to
you're,
the fastest blue engine on Sodor.
and I've heard, Thomas, that according to your class, if you go too fast, you'll start shooting coal out your funnel.
Now, don't be so harsh, Cranky.
No, it's true. That's what I
How about-
remember hearing.
It's true.
I did visit your railway before I met you, Thomas.
I would love
But
to
this
see
is like
another member of my class again.
Hey,
I'll be right back, hang on.
troublesome truck. There's a message, question, sorry, for us, by Tower of Terror fan 21. They said,
Oh.
Percy and Truck, do both of you remember Bulstrode? Yes. I
Thanks to
remember
you.
Bulstrode.
You pushed my friends into Bulstrode. Do you know how upset that made me?
Well, it
Percy
was...
told me about that one.
Oh,
Well, it wasn't my fault that the buffers burst.
Mm.
Bulstrode? Who's this Bulstrode?
A disagreeable
Well,
barge, that's who.
look who's joined.
Oh, we've got another question for me after this.
ah, hello,
Yeah.
James.
Hello, Jane.
Hello, James.
Hello, everyone. Oh, it's so great to be here now. Everyone can admire my shiny red paint.
Oh, look, it's a red rocket.
You got another
thanks.
question for me.
That was uncalled for. Was it?
Actually, he's a red balloon.
Okay.
Andrew,
Okay. I think we've heard enough.
Hey, Thomas. Remember the time when you got fish in your boiler? We were just talking about this not too long ago. Yes, I
Yeah.
do. That was quite embarrassing. I felt
I
I felt like my boiler was going to burst. It was so scary.
Oh.
Oh,
But hey,
you all
it's
had
nice
a good
that you
laugh
got out
that
all
day.
right.
They had to put danger signs in front and behind me while they got the fish out.
Hey, James, there's a question for you, and it says,
Oh.
do you remember when you were painted pink?
May I explain this one? May I explain this one?
That was
Mm.
funny.
Please do, Edward.
No comment. No comment.
Uh,
No comment.
that was an undercoat. But James left too early.
That was funny.
To my understanding, Set-Top Hat asked him to get going to take his daughter to a party.
Okay. First off,
It was the perfect
his-
color for it too.
Yes.
All right. First off, it was his granddaughter, and second, that was an obligation that I had to fill. All right,
Uh-huh.
you don't just turn down a job from the Fat Controller that easily,
Yes, he
especially
did.
if it's something for his family.
Oh. Salty, remember the Magic Railroad? No, I don't. Sorry.
I don't think
Oh,
he was
yeah,
around during that time.
No, he wasn't.
Oh yeah, I think I may not have actually gone on the Magic Railroad, but I remember the week where that was a big thing. That was
I
a
think I
weird
remember
week.
hearing something about that. I was moved over to Knapford Station for a little bit to move a few things, and I think I heard you, Thomas and Percy, talking about something about buffers.
Yes, the magic.
Oh,
Yeah, and then Diesel 10 slinking out nearby me.
Diesel 10, where? Oh,
No!
Never mind.
it's a long story.
He's not here.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yes.
Trust somebody like Diesel 10.
Diesel 10 was rather mean.
Yes.
Rather mean.
He still is rather mean.
He
He's
almost got.
evil.
He almost
Oh,
got.
I can see him.
Scary.
Oh, you got a question, Daisy, from Electro
Whoa.
Gamer. To Daisy, who applies your makeup?
I've been wondering that myself.
Yeah, who does?
I have no idea.
So you just wake up with makeup on?
I guess so.
Oh.
You think maybe it might be your fitter?
you know, I was just about to say that.
Probably another one of life's mysteries that will never be explained.
Maybe your
Yes.
fiddler has a crush
Thomas
on you,
questions,
Daisy.
anyone?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said unanswerable Thomas questions. Anyone?
Yeah.
Here's something for me. There's two people asking this, but they're kind of similar. But I'm gonna try answering the both of them. It's from this special series and Island of Sodor Films 2017. The questions are: Cranky, when did you arrive on Sodor, and where did you work before coming to Sodor?
Oh, this is an interesting question.
Well, obviously, I worked on the mainland. I used to work on the mainland a long time ago. I think it was, what year was it?
Was it Brighton, maybe?
No.
There.
No, it wasn't Brighton. It wasn't Brighton at all.
Oh.
Well, actually, no, was it? I don't remember exactly, but it was a long, long time ago. I think it was like maybe in the 1920s.
So that is a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh my, Carly's in the chat.
We've got a very nice compliment from somebody.
Oh.
Girl95 says, by the way, to everyone in the stream, you guys are all awesome.
Who said
wow,
this?
thank you.
Oh, that was
Cars Girl 13.
that was wonderful.
Oh no, Cars Girl 95. Excuse me, I got the numbers wrong.
Ah.
Thank you, Carl.
Well, thank you.
That's
Well,
very kind.
Very much.
Yeah, well, thanks, but I already knew that.
Of course you
Of
did.
course you did.
Typical.
Everyone did.
Oh, I see a question for me.
Now, who would
says-
want to ask a troublesome
it's
trucker
from-
question?
Well, a truck could use some love once in a while.
Trucks are very useful.
What says it was from Melissa Tavern. When did I come to Sodor? Well, I've traveled a lot. I've been all over the place, so I kind of really forgot. I don't really know what year. Sorry.
I think I know what year I came. Well, it's kind of a little vague. This is back to that one question that was asked of me. When did I arrive? I'd like to say it was maybe somewhere like maybe there around the 1950s.
Said like the 1920s last time.
Was it the 40s or 50s? I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
Well, anyway, I've been here for a long time. How's
Oh,
that?
I have a question from Flying TARDIS.
I've got a question for Thomas. For me. Charles Saulnier. Something like that. Thomas. There it goes. Thomas, did you have a brother called Timothy and E2 tank engine painted silver and having a number 0? Oh, no. Those are all just made up stories.
Fan fiction.
Yes, Cranky. Fan fiction.
Yeah, something my operator is telling me. It's a form of when somebody writes something. It's a fan that writes stories about their favorite subject, or in this case, I think he says it may be something called creepypasta.
Oh,
What word is that?
Right.
Oh,
You know,
Tucker says they're all scary stories about like paranormal happenings.
Oh.
Oh, you know what great fan fiction?
Timothy you
I
speak
do
of?
love a good ghost story.
You know what, Fred?
Edward tells the best ones.
Yeah, you know I've read some fan fiction before, and they're just weird. They're just putting the characters in weird situations you'd never see them in the original series. It's just
and they
very
make us
bizarre.
humans too.
What?
Oh.
Daisy, do you have another dog on you?
Unfortunately.
That's what happened. That's what they.
The
that's
zoo
what you
train.
say.
Wait, so people are designing us as humans.
Humans.
What did I miss?
I am surprisingly okay with that.
Design me.
Hmm.
Did I miss anything?
Not particularly.
Thomas and Percy have a question from Sir Glosric of Terms.
Okay, what's the question?
Says Thomas and Percy, do you miss Mr. Conductor?
Oh, we haven't seen him in a long time, have we, Percy?
Not since I was younger, no.
I actually remember meeting the Conductor once.
I do miss him.
Oh,
He was very kind.
I have a question.
Go ahead,
Someone
Percy.
said, what would you do if you ever came face to face with a Dalek? I would probably
what?
run.
A
A
Dalek?
Dalek.
What's a Dalek?
What's a Dalek?
Yeah,
Oh,
what is that? I've never heard of that.
They're these
Let's do
robots from this old TV show called Doctor Who.
Doctor Who?
Who?
Who's the doctor?
I don't know, but my driver's really into it.
Seriously, what's the doctor's name?
The Doctor.
They just call him the Doctor. I don't
My
know.
driver saw the television.
Doctor Who?
He saw the television show. My driver did.
My driver used to watch that show.
Hold on.
Never really
I
got
have I have a question. Did you know an engine just like James, except with red wheels and no number, called Eagle? Yes, I did.
Oh,
I've never heard of him.
oh,
Have
he
well,
was
this-
me.
you tell of him?
This was
He was-
before you came here, Thomas.
He was my brother. We both worked together on Sodor for a while. Mostly at Vickerstown. I don't think you really met him that often, Thomas. But we used to get along like peas.
After he
We
was
used to
gone.
get. Well, we used to get along like peas in a pod. But then one day we both got in a huge argument about which one of us should pull this goods train. And it was a huge argument. I won the argument.
No,
Although
you
if
did
I
not.
knew I was going, well, I got to pull the train.
A goods train, James.
Well, I thought it would make me look really important. Of course, if I knew it was going to make me crash into a field load of cows, I probably would have just let him pull it. Look, but the point is,
Cranky
the point
like
is,
that one.
yeah. But the point is, after that, we stopped talking for a while, and I just really wanted to.
Oh my
Although
goodness.
at the back
What was
of my
that?
mind,
Daisy
That
has
was-
more dogs.
Yes.
Daisy and the dogs.
Wait, hang
gonna
on.
finish.
I s-
Gonna finish talking, please.
Oh, sorry, James. Go ahead.
These blasted dogs.
So, anyways, I was really mad at Eagle, but at the back of my mind, I just really wanted to be friends again, you know, like brothers should. But then one day, he was working at the scrapyard, and he got in an accident with the crushing machine, and I never saw him
Oh,
again.
dear. Oh, dear.
That's right. That's right.
Oh.
He
Oh.
moved back to Lancashire. That's right. He moved back to Lancashire. I hear when he got there, he got a new tender. Apparently, something happened to his old one, but not a day goes by where I don't think about him.
Oh my, yeah.
That's
James, you nearly had me on there for a moment.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that.
You nearly rattled my rivets off.
You're going to
Yeah,
give
well-
me nightmares.
Dangerous.
If it makes you feel better, Thomas, I almost considered blue for about 30 seconds when they asked me what color I wanted to be repainted. I was gonna say blue, but then I realized all the other engines on Sodor are blue, so I decided to choose red. It was more original.
Oh,
Well-
Sure.
But you almost inspired it.
Edward, Gordon, and Henry, I think.
oh.
Henry
Yeah.
was painted blue for a little while.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it
well, the
was.
first engine has a question for Edward.
Edward's gone right now. I think he went to go pull a train.
Oh,
Well, I do have I have a question here for. I can't believe I'm saying this. It's for the track.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's from Andrew Liago. Liago? I really cannot pronounce their last name.
Just
He
call him
says, I'll just call him Andrew. How's that? Anyway, says here, hi, Truck. Why do you like to sing? Do you like to sing "Pop Goes the Diesel" every time you say diesel?
It's got a nice ring to it. Say it with me now.
Yeah, but
I forgot the rest of the lyrics. Dang.
Oh,
yeah, well,
So when you are tackling them with diesel, show the world what I can do. Baby goes the diesel. In and out about diesel. When he puts the world out goes the diesel.
oh yeah.
Well, it's got a nice
always,
ring to it. That's why.
yeah,
OMG,
It's always
guys, Diesel
fun.
disliked the stream.
Oh no!
who left? Where?
Diesel disliked the stream.
All for that one joke.
Yeah, that sounds like something he would do.
Salty.
Oh, yes.
I see a question.
We're sorry.
I see a question for you. It's from MadGirls3761, and she's whispering to you, Salty, do you think Thomas has a crush on Ishima? P.S. You are
Hey!
the best wingman.
I do.
Girl.
Yep, I did see those red cheeks. Oh, I see those red cheeks on you now, Thomas. I see them now.
Don't judge me.
Wait. Everyone be quiet. There's a question for me. It says, hey, James, I'm sending this to waste your time, XD. Okay, okay, someone else answer a question now.
My turn.
All right, Percy, go ahead.
I have a question from Liam Fitzgerald. He says, hey, Percy, do you miss Gator? Yes.
Oh, don't get him started on that again.
Oh, I remember Gator.
Long time.
I remember having to try and stop a ship with him on it when they thought that Percy was on it.
Oh,
I've got a question from.
And that was your fault, Thomas. You nearly had that ship pull me off the docks.
yeah. Actually, I don't remember much about when Gator was here. I think I was a bit preoccupied.
Trying to scare Percy with a scrap monster.
Oh yeah, I
You're
did
so
do that. Didn't
evil,
I heard about
James.
Hey! In my defense, what were you expecting from me?
To act your age.
James never does that though.
No,
Good
he
point.
doesn't.
Do any of us really do that anyway?
I do.
I guess not.
Most of
I
us.
act my age by doing the job.
I got a
Look,
question from Jacob Ginty. Thomas, when you and the others went to the big city, did Ginty take over for you? Well, yeah, he did.
Genty.
Yes, Ginty. He came over
He
from
was.
the railway to help us while we went to the mainland.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, the mainland. That was fun.
That was-
That was so much fun.
It was fun for about an hour. You know, it was fun until one of those little children just left some of their. One of them left a sandwich in me. You just. I'm a steam engine, not a bin.
Oh.
I don't know why you're laughing, Percy. Was it really any better for you?
Oh, Merlin's in the chat, Thomas. He just said hi.
What?
Yeah,
Dogs again.
Oh, hi, Merlin. I can't see you anywhere. Where are you?
Merlin.
he's in the chat,
Merlin.
Thomas.
Oh, he's in the chat.
Oh, Merlin. He was one of those experimental engines, wasn't he?
Yes, I met him on my trip to the mainland when I took your trucks.
Oh, yes, I remember that. I remember going to look for you. And
Oh,
then
is
I got-
he that engine that always thinks he can turn Invisible.
Yes, that's him.
I
Cranky.
wish I could meet Merlin.
Oh, brother.
yeah.
Sounds like a nutcase to me.
Oh,
He's
he
very-
was. He
well.
was. But he was a nice nutcase. I met him. And how could I forget that time? That was the time I was almost kidnapped. Honestly, I'm surprised we were so quick to forgive them.
Well, I was kidnapped too, for a lot longer. I
Fair
sang a whole
enough.
song about it, remember?
Oh, yes, I remember. It was catchy.
Ah,
Yes, I remember that song. They sang it to me too. It was catchy at first, but it tends to repeat itself a little.
Hey, I thought it was a good song.
oh.
Well,
I
hey,
wasn't saying
at
it was
least
a
he
bad
didn't mention
song.
that he missed you.
Yeah.
Ferguson
Yes.
just says to James, do you remember the good old days with Gordon and Henry?
Define good old days, because
I think what he means
Gordon suggested we all go on.
a Tender Engine Alliance.
Oh yes, I remember that. Define good old days, because in the early days, my brake blocks caught on fire. I sprayed the Fat Controller's hat. One of my coaches had to be mended with a leather bootlace and newspaper. And I span around like a. And then there was the turntable. Like that was on the turntable.
He spun around like a top.
You don't understand. You don't understand.
So much.
Sure you.
Maybe
Sure
instead of-
you laugh.
Well, it
Cranky.
sounds like you had a great start, James.
It wasn't
most
that.
certainly.
It wasn't that great. It wasn't that great. It wasn't that much fun being. It wasn't that much fun being spun right round, baby, right round
funny to
like a
watch,
record,
though.
baby,
Times.
right round. I'm sorry, my driver's got this song in my head. It's just.
You spin
It's not
me
even
right
that.
round, baby, right
Right round, like
Oh,
a good
great.
baby, right round.
Oh, great! It's gonna be in my head for another day. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah.
You've got
And
the
then there was the strike. Then there was the strike.
Oh yes, the strike.
Yes, it was that day where I learned a very valuable lesson.
I think that's the day that I think that's when Percy came, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was actually.
Yes, that's
I think I know what that
the first
lesson was,
picnic we
James. I think I know what that lesson was.
What was it?
Oh boy.
Yeah, indispensable.
Actually,
Indispensable.
Actually, the lesson was never take anything Gordon says too seriously.
That too.
That reminds me. I remember whooshing Henry right in the face.
Yes, I remember.
Oh, I remember.
You told me all
Yeah,
about
I
it.
remember that. Yeah, I remember he came back to the shed and he was like, James, you won't believe this. I just got whooshed by I forget what he said. Was it a green caterpillar with red stripes? I don't know, something like that.
Yes, that's definitely. But hey, Saltia, I need your help over here. Oh, that's Porter. I'm sorry, lads, but I've got to help Porter right now. So, hurry up, Salty. I need your help over here.
Does this mean he has to go? Aw.
Okay. I'm sorry, but I need Porter needs my help right now, so I better get going. Thanks for having me in the stream.
Bye,
So,
old sea dog.
see you all later. Come in,
See you later,
Porter.
Salty.
Bye, Salty.
All right, bye,
Bon
Salty.
voyage.
Say, Salty, what were you doing over there?
My good riddance.
Aw.
Don't be so mean.
Don't be so rude, Cranky.
Well, you're not the one who has to stay here and listen to all his songs and his stories. I mean, it gets tiring after
I
a
love
while.
Salty's. I love
And the
Salty's
captain
stories.
runs.
Uh-huh.
All right. So, are there any other questions in the chats or?
There's something for me. I see something here for me. It's from NASCAR 221. Cranky, do you have a crush on Carly?
Oh.
No. I do not. And I never will.
Well, I guess we'll move.
Oh, everyone, listen.
Oh.
Thomas, Cranky, Truck, Salty, and Percy. Well, Salty's gone, but whatever. Do you all want to know the answer to the riddle earlier?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
What is it?
Wait, riddle? What
It's
riddle?
been bugging me this entire time.
Yes, there was somebody sent us a riddle, and now they're going to tell us the answer. We couldn't figure it out.
What is it? What's the answer?
I don't know. Let me see.
You don't know. He just messaged you.
I
Say
think it got
Daisy.
lost in the chat.
Say, Daisy, I'm curious. You have dogs with you. What are their names?
Oh, their names are Bear and Moose.
Bear and Moose?
I've heard sillier names for dogs.
I know.
Like, I know one too. Gremlin.
Oh, woof woof.
Oh, look who's here. It's Henry.
Hello, Henry.
Oh,
Hello, Henry.
Hi, Henry.
Henry, I was just talking about you. Like, remember when Percy first arrived, and then he wished you, and then you came back to the sheds, and you all scaredy engine like. Oh, that was funny.
Oh, yes, it made me very, very scared. Ooh.
Well, it was
I'm
funny
sorry.
until.
Henry, what are you doing here? The kipper ain't due for another couple of hours.
Oh, Cranky, you scared me. Oh.
Yeesh. So jumpy.
Henry, you are a bit of a scaredy engine today, aren't you?
I can't help it.
Oh dear.
Don't tease him. Don't tease him. Let me
I
tease him.
know how he feels.
Hey, Henry, there's a huge bird above you. Wait, false alarm. It's just a bee. A bee? A bee! Bee! Oh, it's a bee! It's a bee! It's the
Look out,
bee
James.
god!
It's going to land on your nose again.
Oh! Oh, as long as I don't believe.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I can't believe this. Get it? Believe. Oh, even when I'm under attack by a crazy animal, I'm still funny. Where was I? Oh, yes, panicking. Oh, bee.
Rosie.
Speaking of being afraid,
Rosie.
speaking of being
Hello, Rosie.
Speaking of being afraid, there's a question here for you, Percy. It's from Thomas Katie.
Oh,
They ask, Percy, are you afraid of the dark?
yes.
Everyone is.
Very afraid.
Well, everyone is. Including
I'm not.
me.
I'm not
I'm
afraid.
not afraid of the dark.
Well, Percy, remember when you
I'm not
had to rescue me and my friends in that mine? I was scared.
Yes. But we
I
all
was
got
so
out in the end.
happy. Yeah, I was so happy when you came to rescue us. I promised never to be mean to you. Well, after a month or so.
Typical.
Oh,
That's
So
very
what? It's just the dark. It's just the dark. It's not that big a deal.
Uh-huh.
but you don't know what's
Need I remind you,
lurking in the dark.
Need I remind you, Andrew, the last few times you had to run in the dark?
Yeah, remember that time you mistaked Thomas for Henry?
Can we please not talk about that?
And did
Look,
you remember the time that you mistook Henry as a ghost?
He was painted. He was painted in luminous paint. How was I supposed to know?
What about the time you mistook Gator for a ghost?
Oh,
No,
yes, I
goes the
remember
monster.
that.
Oh no, that was a
Can we-
monster. You're right. Yes.
In my defense, it was very dark and he had a weird boiler shape. So can we please talk about something else? Look, fear should be saved for the very, very, very dangerous thing like bees! Oh, that bee's still here! You know, I don't get it!
That's not a bee!
According to all-
James, that's not a bee! That's a fly!
Oh,
If you don't
Oh, it
remember,
is.
Oh,
You know, I don't
James.
get-
It's not just a fly. It's a horsefly.
Could you please
It's a
stop? I don't
horsefly.
get it though. According to all known laws of aviation, bees shouldn't be able to fly. The wings are too small to get their fat little bodies off the ground.
That's a bumblebee! They're a different type of bees, you know.
Oh,
Did Barry fly into your smoke box again?
oh, we've got a question for Rosie.
Rosie? Where's Rosie?
Oh,
She's right here.
Rosie's here. I didn't notice.
Rosie's here.
What?
Toy Toys
Rosie?
IT.
Is that you?
Yes, it's
Wait a
me,
minute,
Cranky.
what happened to your pink colour? You're
Oh,
You're
the question
red.
about that actually.
Yeah, it's
Rosie,
a bit of a surprise.
Rosie, do you like
I liked her old colour better.
your color or your red color?
Sorry, what was that?
Or do you like your pink color or your red color?
Oh, it's quite hard to decide because I love my pink color, but I'm kind of sticking to my red. Sorry, James.
oh, I think James is quite jealous. oh,
Yeah, I can see him starting to go a little red in the face right now.
yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Suits
No,
your
that's not.
paintwork.
That's green. James, you're turning green. Is that
Can we
green with
please turn to a
jealousy?
different question?
Oh, here's one. Here's one. Here's one for me. It's from operator. What's that say? Indominus 4356 says, "Hey, Cranky, how do you feel when Big Mickey first spoke?" I think you know how I was. I was surprised. I mean,
Who's
he's
Big
been
Mickey?
standing. What?
Who's Big Mickey?
Oh, he's at the other end of the docks. You know, the big crate. Hey, Mickey, say something. Hello, James.
You can talk! You can talk this whole time!
Yeah, that's him. I know, that was my surprise. That was my reaction, too. He's been there for longer than I have. And I never heard him say anything. Well, that's because you
I
never
didn't
said
even know
anything
that.
to me either. Oh, knock it off, Mickey.
I didn't even know he had a face for the longest time.
I did. It's just
neither.
he didn't. He always had it. No, I did, but he never talked to me.
Hmm.
You know, for the longest time, I didn't even know if he had a face or if he was even alive. I theorized he might have been, but I don't know why. But I had this theory that he had a megaphone sticking out of one of his windows. And
I'll agree with James on that.
You never even asked me, James, right?
ooh, first try, nice.
Oh, he does know your name.
Of course I do. I always see
You're in
people
trouble.
just coming and going.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a question for me from the Ulfstead line. Thomas, have you ever seen another truck's backside? Well, yeah, plenty of times, I guess.
Especially when you have to go stunting.
What kind of question is that?
Yeah.
No? I guess it must be a quote from one of our movies, or something, probably Journey Beyond Sodor.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Well, let me say this. That was from one of my friends, and let me say that was very rude of him. You should not say such language, especially like potty talk.
A lot of trucks.
Potty. Well, what's potty? Well, what's potty talk?
Yeah, it's basically very lowbrow humor, very lowbrow and crude humor. Like, I was at a yard in the mainland, not the same one I went to look for Thomas, a different one. There were all these trucks, and they just kept saying, "Look at me, I'm Pickle Rick." What does that even mean?
I don't think you really. I don't think you want to know.
I don't think
Because my
I've
driver,
not heard of that either. Probably.
my
because
driver
I'm so
told me about it.
confused.
Moving on. Are there any questions?
everything we do is
Here's one I think that could be related to Thomas and you, Truck. It says here, Thomas, what is your worst problem with trucks?
Oh, dear.
Oh, well,
This is-
I do remember one time when I took some of James's trucks on my train, and they pushed me into a ferry.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
Yeah.
was a toad there as well. He was nice.
I took you back to the harbor.
Oh,
And I told you
yeah.
about the potholes in Birdie's Road.
Yeah, you should
Oh.
never try to make Bertie.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That was from the time I faked being sick, wasn't it?
As per Gordon's request, mind you.
You see, that's why I should never take anything Gordon says seriously.
He did play the pretend to be sick card a lot, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, there was me. From what I heard, he also did it to Sir Handel.
Yes.
Can't he ever think of anything original?
I guess not.
James, do you think you can slip a word to Gordon for me? Because I think I feel a bit of a cold coming on.
Cranky, don't.
Oh, sorry. Ooh.
No, Cranky, take me word for it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Someone is going to pay for it later. I don't know if it'll be you. I don't know if it'll be someone around you, but someone will have to pay for it later. For me, it was Thomas. For Sir Handel, it was Peter Sam. It's not worth it, trust me.
But come on! I really need a day off here!
Oh, no.
You weren't being overworked, Cranky.
Yeah. Carly.
Oh, no.
And me.
No.
Hey, yeah, you too, Mickey. You too.
Guys, I just noticed Edward's gone.
Yeah, Edward whispered to me.
He must have gone to work on his branch line.
This is his branch line. Jinx!
That's not funny, Cranky.
I take him when I get him.
It's like
Oh,
the stream. Sorry, guys.
Hang on a second. I just remembered where that pickle Rick came from. Oh boy.
What? What it came from?
My driver watches this cartoon show called Rick and Morty, but it's not like most cartoons. It's very violent and very rude. Although at some points it is pretty funny, I'll admit, but it's definitely not for the faint of heart.
I know this show. Oh, here's I've heard about this. I know. I remember. I mean, I've been working on this. Here's my impression of Rick.
Must you do this now?
Yeah. You just give me a second. I think you'll like it. All right, here I go.
Just keep it G-rated. I think there's kids here.
I turned myself into a pickle, Morty. I'm Pickle Rick!
Oh, there we go again.
Oh, dear.
That's
So
a pretty
my
good
driver
impression,
calls a
Cranky.
dead meme.
A what?
A dead meme. Do you guys know what a meme is?
What's a meme?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I know what a meme is. My driver's nephew is very tech savvy. I know what a meme is.
Well, what's a meme?
Now, well, it's very hard to describe, actually.
It's kind of a popular thing on the internet, like a popular funny quote or image or something.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Ah,
Good old internet never lets you down, huh?
hey,
Yeah.
Percy.
Good question.
Percy. I see a question here for you.
Oh, what now?
It's from Nicholas Montagnino. I'm just going to call him Nicholas.
Okay.
It says here, this question is for Percy.
What does it say?
What was your most embarrassing moment of your life? Oh, now this one I gotta hear.
Oh dear.
No.
Ooh.
Well, do you remember that time I got covered in chocolate?
Oh,
And
yeah.
everyone at the sheds laughed at me.
Oh, how could I forget? That was
You
so
look like
funny.
a chocolate popsicle or something.
Oh, guys, some
Oh,
real.
you look
Wait a minute.
Yes.
You got covered in chocolate? How?
Yeah, see,
Well,
Mr. Jolly's chocolate factory.
They
there
have a
was some
chocolate factory?
oil. There was some oil on the track, and I couldn't brake fast enough, so I went straight into the factory and got covered in chocolate. It was
Oh.
disgusting.
Oh,
Ah,
poor little
though.
honestly, I think I might feel even. Honestly, I think I feel more bad for the people who worked there. Give my condolences to the Oompa Loompas.
What are Oompa Loompas?
One was hurt.
That's
don't-
so weird.
All right,
I've
there's
heard
a.
of Oompa Loompas.
All
What
right,
are you
there was
talking
a.
about, Mickey? What's an Oompa Loompa?
You ever heard of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
What?
What?
It's a very old.
I am so confused.
It's a.
Rosie, it's okay. We're all confused.
It's a
Oh,
book.
Alex,
about it.
Not the only
It's a
one.
book.
A book?
I thought it was a movie.
It was a movie, but it was also turned into. It was a book first. It was called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Me operator would always read it to me whenever he was on his break. He used to read it to his son.
I was more familiar with the movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, there were these little people called Oompa Loompas, and they would work in the factory. I think that's what James was referring to.
Yes, it was actually.
Oh,
I've always loved that movie.
We've got a question
Boys-
from Oliver to the truck.
Oh no.
Oliver
I know
asked-
all about Oliver.
The Great Western Engine. He asks, Truck, remember when you pushed me into the turntable well?
How can I not forget that one?
Might still be a little bit salty after that one.
Well, yeah, I do remember pushing him in there. It was good times, good times. But honestly, I keep my distance away from him ever since he took apart one of our leaders. I don't want him to do it to me.
Didn't they? Oh, I think I heard of that. It was that truck Scruffy, and he pulled him
Yes.
apart. Didn't they put him back together though?
Well,
Or am I?
yes,
Or am I?
well, yes, of course he did. But still, yeah, take care of Mr. Oliver. If any one of us plays tricks on him, we'll never be the same truck again.
Well, as long as you behave.
We've got a question for James.
Yeah.
Oh, a question for me? Really?
King
Come
Charlie
on, James.
0205 asks, James, whomst is the hottest engine?
Oh,
I think you might be allowed to answer yourself, James, if that makes you feel
Oh, thank God. Yeah, it's me. It's me. I'm the hottest.
typical
obvious?
James.
Of course it's you, James.
Oh, brother.
Oh, I think
What
this is a
a
question for me.
surprise.
Oh, is there a question for you, Daisy?
I see. It's from Fantastic Mr. S. It says, do you think snow is pretty? Well, of course I do.
But what if there's too much?
I still think it's pretty.
Really?
It's cold. That's what it is.
It's silly soft stuff.
I like snow.
Cranky,
Maybe
there's
to
nothing wrong
you,
with the
maybe
snow.
to you, Thomas.
Oh, yeah,
Edward,
Edward's back. Oh, hey, I
Edward.
noticed Edward's back.
Edward, you don't work by the sea as much as I do.
Well, I still come by on a regular basis, so...
I know, but when it starts snowing, guess where the breeze comes from? It comes from the sea, and it becomes really cold, then icicles start to form on me hook line.
Oh, dear, Cranky.
I quite like the snow. It's a lot of fun.
Need I remind you of the Kipper crash, Cranky?
Cranky?
Henry?
Oh, dear.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It was very hard on us all because we had to do your work while you were away. It was worth it though because you came back and you just looked better than you did then.
Oh, thanks, James.
I don't like snow. I remember when Thomas abandoned me.
What?
Thomas abandoned you, Percy?
Huh?
Yes. I was covered in snow and Thomas just left me there.
I think Gordon told me that.
I was busy.
Doing what, if I may ask?
Working on my Branchline, obviously.
You went to go clear the snow from a tunnel. Rusty was there too.
Clearing the snow from the tunnel, obviously.
But you should have helped your friend,
but that's not
Thomas.
Wait.
Oh.
Exactly what Rosie said.
Wait, hang on. I'm confused. I thought. Were we talking about? I forget which. I forget which event we were talking about.
The one when Gordon got trapped under the snow.
Oh, that one. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember. Oh, he came back.
We never let him live it down.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. But snow's no laughing matter.
Yeah, I agree.
We got a question.
Why, James? Does it ruin you?
All right. Dalek Slayer 1 says, question for Thomas. You often get people singing really useful engine and Thomas, we love you to you? Well, sometimes.
How about all the time?
No one ever sings my song to me. Which
You have
is a shame.
But Cranky,
Yeah,
you hear down by... Cranky, you hear down... Sorry.
Yeah, it goes something like, take a look, he's coming down the tracks, make way for James, hooray for James. He never looks up, he never looks back. Basically, it's a song about how great I am. I don't hear people singing that to me.
And all your hiccups too. Let's not forget that.
All right, for the record, when I talk to the composers about it, I asked them to only mention how cool I was. Insisted on inserting a few things about my. Can we please not? Okay, can we please not talk about that?
There's a question here from Henry number 3 production for the troublesome track.
Oh dear.
He asks, can you sing "Come for a Ride of Your Life"?
I wish I could, but I don't know much of the lyrics. I could hum the tune, raspberry style.
Oh dear.
Oh
it sounds like Doug's people when his driver boiled an egg on it.
I would be more.
I could raspberry our troublesome truck son.
Very mature.
I was just about to say how silly you were for doing that, but then I remembered. You're a truck.
Yeah,
That's
all you'll ever be.
Well, that's not very nice, Cranky.
Well, it's a true statement, isn't it?
Well, not wrong.
Hey, trucks have their uses.
We've got a question.
Like calling you squeaky wheels.
Oh,
can we please not talk about that?
From Cars Girl 95 to me and Rosie. Hey, Thomas and Rosie, do you guys have major crush on each other?
Called it.
Rosie, sitting beneath a tree. Yes,
Wait, hold on. Aren't you guys cousins?
Oh. Suddenly.
That's why it's not true. Not have a crush on each other.
Can we move on to the next question, please?
Yes,
Here's one from everybody. Here's one for everybody here. This is from Christopher O'Shea. He asks, if any one of you could have any pet at all, what would it be?
It'd be a
Let's
pig.
start. Let's answer this one at a time, okay? Because there's a lot of people talking here.
Wait,
Let's start off. It's if any of you could have any pet at all, what would it be? I'm gonna start with the ladies first. Daisy, what pet would you have?
No pets, thank you very much.
You already got the
Says
dogs.
the engine carrying a couple of dogs.
I have the dogs.
What about
No
Champion the
pets.
Bull?
Yeah.
Champion.
No, do not mention bulls to me.
Hey Daisy. Hey Daisy. Moo. I can't really do animal noises.
That's what a bull sounds like, James.
Hey, James, keep your old bullseyes.
Oh, good comeback.
All right, Rosie. Hold on. First off, Daisy, is that your answer?
Yes.
You said
All right.
no pets.
No pets. All right. Okay, on to Rosie. What pet would you have?
Excuse me. I would say a little kitten because it's so tiny and cute and fluffy.
Oh,
A kitten?
sweet.
A kitten.
Kitten, huh?
I see. Okay, yeah. I'm almost embarrassed to ask this. Truck, are you a boy or girl?
What?
You all look the same, I can't tell.
They really do look the same, don't they?
Identical guess.
I don't know. I'm a genderless truck.
Oh.
Cranky, don't assume a truck's gender.
I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to go in order here. Just ladies first, you know. So, but since the ladies are done, now I think we'll go with the truck.
Lady.
What was
You're a
that?
silly truck. That's what you are. Anyway, I think we'll go with the truck next. So, truck. What pet would you have?
Well, being a truck, I can't really keep the pet with me as long as I could because I carry cargo. But if I ever were to own one, eeny, meeny, miny. Oh, a turtle, a baby turtle.
A turtle.
Turtle.
Turtle?
Yes,
Very
because
interesting.
he can protect himself with that hard shell. I named him. I don't know what name. The only thing I could think of is that he kind of sounds like a tank.
Oh.
Well, a turtle,
All right.
a baby turtle.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So
you know,
that's-
my driver read an interesting fact about turtles.
What's that?
Apparently a turtle without its shell isn't homeless or naked, it's dead.
It's
So
just
don't try to
Oh.
Yeah, so yes.
Well,
so
then.
Have to be keeping it
Yeah.
right key.
yeah, don't try to remove the shell. It's not
Is it
all right.
I
its
don't
body?
think we need to.
Okay,
Anyway.
anyways.
Let's get back to answering the question. So, anyway, truck, you would have a turtle, right?
Yes, a baby one.
A baby turtle. You called him a tank? Is that what you could call him?
Sure, it's the only thing I could think of. I'm sure.
Yeah,
there are
seems
other
almost fitting. Anyway,
All right.
let's see here. Let's start with
Thomas.
Of course. Yes, we'll go in numerical order here. Thomas, what pet would you have?
Oh, I think I would be most suited to a dog.
A dog?
Yes, a nice big dog.
Why a dog?
I don't know. They're very nice and fluffy, and they love you unconditionally, and...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Man's
Daisy's,
best
like
friend.
Daisy's dog?
Yeah.
Thomas, not to sound rude, but is it bad that I wanted you to say the toad?
Oh,
Oh, the toad.
Oh,
Ew.
oh yes.
Thomas,
Would be nice too.
Thomas,
Yeah.
would you like one of my dogs?
how many times, Daisy?
But Daisy, you're queen of the dogs.
No.
Okay, you two.
Daisy's Corella de Vil.
Ruff, 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 ruff.
Oh, no.
All right, I think that. All right, Rovers, sit down, calm down. All right, so Thomas, you'd have a dog, right?
Yes.
All right, so next up, Edward, what
name it-
animal would you have?
No pets for me, thank you.
What, are you an animalist or something?
No, I just don't want pets. But if I were to have a pet, I'd the parrot from the animal park.
You'd have a what?
A wild animal?
You said any. The question did say any animal.
Oh,
So-
true.
You'd rather have a zebra or a giraffe or a
Oh,
lion?
don't be so silly. I don't want those kinds of wild animals.
You said the animal park.
I said the parrot from the animal park, the one that has all the beautiful colors on it.
Oh, I see.
So that's your answer, right, Edward?
Yes.
All right. So next up, Henry. What pet would Henry? What pet would you have?
I know the
think I
answer to
know
this one.
I think I know so too.
Two.
I'll give you a hint.
Oh, I remember that. Looking back, I didn't laugh on it as much at the time, but looking back, it was actually pretty funny.
Sorry,
So,
Henry.
Henry,
I
what pet
can't
would you
Was that
have?
when the circus came?
Yes.
Oh, I remember that.
So, Henry,
Um,
what pet would you have?
Oh, you know what? I think I'd have a cat. They're fluffy and adorable. Or, actually, yes, I think I'll stick with a cat.
I just know what Cranky's going to say after this. I just know what
No,
Cranky's
we still,
going
need,
to say.
we still need an answer from James and Percy.
Oh, what were you suggesting, Edward? What were you suggesting I'd say?
The elephant.
I already said that. I already did. What do you
The
think I was
elephant
doing?
or the chickens.
Oh, so
yes.
Well, I would suggest a fish.
Oh, no, not the fish.
What kind of fish?
I wouldn't pet them.
Maybe a flying kipper of some sort.
oh, that's clever. Clever.
Oh,
So
but yes, for
anyway,
me, it would definitely be a cat.
all right. All jokes aside, so you'd have a cat. What type in particular, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know.
Would it be
Go
like?
on.
Would it be an orange cat, a black cat, a white one? What would it be?
Could it be a yellow cat?
Stripes?
Oh no, I think it'd have to be oh, you put it on the spot. Probably a black and white cat. They're very, very. I do like them. They're very good color range together. Yeah, probably a black and white cat. They're very cute. No.
Well, I've heard that people with black and white cats are very happy, in a way. So
Oh, you think I'm not a very happy engine, James?
no, I wasn't saying that. I was just saying it would be a good choice.
Oh, dare you, James?
Like,
So anyway, all jokes aside, so Henry, you'd have a cat, right?
Yes.
The black and white one.
Meow.
I know what Cranky's is, but I'm gonna wait for him to answer.
Well,
but
hold
before
on.
that-
We got two more here.
I know.
All right.
So, James, what animal or what pet would you have?
I know what it would be.
I think I have a hint too. Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Can we please not talk about bees? Can we please?
Buzz.
All right, enough bees. All right, stop it. Stop it.
Just aside.
All right, if you really must. All right, so if you really must know, it would be a bird, a blue bird.
A bird?
Oh, a blue bird.
James?
Oh.
Yes.
Did I hear that right? A blue bird?
Yes, yeah,
I
yeah,
thought.
yeah.
James, I thought you liked red.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought. I could call that blue.
Red birds. Most red birds squawk too much, and look. If you must know, it'd be a blue bird. I'd call him Harvey. I'd feed him every day until the day he's big enough to fly off on his own. All right? You happy? You happy? All right, Percy, your turn.
I thought.
You know, James has a soft spot for the color blue.
Can we just move on, please?
All right, Percy, what animal or what pet would you have?
I'd say a bunny rabbit.
A bunny?
Oh, like the ones.
Bunny rabbit.
Yes, I remember befriending one before.
Oh, yeah, who can remember that?
Yeah, if I remember.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, that's right. If I remember correctly, you had to be hosed down the following day.
He was so dirty from the debris from the forest.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
sure. Let's go with that.
And all the animal droppings.
Oh.
Yes.
I think I was kind of implying that anyway.
Don't remind me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the part
who's
they never
that?
tell you. But yeah, it was adorable. It was adorable at the time until he had to be hosed down. I'll admit. But yeah, a rabbit. That's not too bad.
Very interesting choice, if I do
What
say
about
myself.
you, Cranky? What pet would you
I know this one.
I already have a pet.
It's Stuart.
Yeah, Stuart the seagull.
Oh, I love
Stuart.
Stuart.
I remember
I love-
him.
In fact, he's here right now. Say hi, Stuart.
That's what a seagull sounds like. Hello, Stuart.
Oh, that's not what a seagull sounds like. Come on, Stuart. Clear your throat there. Come on. Oh, there he goes again. He's flying off again. Probably going to go catch some lunch.
Be careful that he doesn't drop on you.
Oh, very funny.
Oh, I like Stuart. He's a nice seagull.
He's a funny old bird.
He's
Yeah,
quite
he has
funny.
it. He has his moments.
I mean, he saved Thomas, didn't he?
He
I
saved,
don't really
he
care.
did save Thomas.
He did.
I
Oh,
don't care much.
yeah. Stuart told me about that. You had an incident with the bubbles, right?
Yes,
You
you got bubbles dropped on me because Stuart was.
You can understand him. You can
I
understand Stuart.
wonder who did that to poor Thomas. Cranky.
Yeah. Next question. Let's see. Yeah. Here's a question for me. It's from Railwolf 930. He says, Cranky, what is the funniest thing that happened at the docks?
That time when Percy pulled him over. Thomas told me about that.
Oh yes.
No one told me that.
He did what?
You pulled him over.
Oh,
I got a question for me from
Come on.
Yeah, I
Leia.
remember that. Remember, Henry? We were both trapped in the shed.
And so was
Oh,
Doc.
my God.
I guess who
Oh,
had to
my
come to your rescue, eh?
Was it you,
Yeah.
Cranky?
God.
Of course
no
it
wonder
was
he-
me.
It was a nightmare being trapped in there Well, Henry was alright, but
it was a nightmare for me.
He got knocked over the first
over.
time.
And thankfully, I was still in one piece.
Well, at least you weren't trapped with an arrogant idiot and a nerd. Oh, and Henry, you were alright.
Speaking of arrogant, James.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, what? I can't acknowledge the fact that you. Anyways, please, next question.
All right, let's see.
I did see
I've
one.
already got a question.
I saw one. It was I saw it. Where did it go?
I've got one right here already.
All right.
All right. Stephen Playa 241 says, Thomas, do you think Lady the Magic Engine will return? Oh, well.
I never met her.
I sure hope so. Oh, she's a magic engine from Shining Time.
Oh, yes. Sounds exciting.
You know,
yes, I remember. Oh, I remember you telling me about this, Thomas, in the shunting yard. Oh, I would love to see her.
Yeah, I think I saw her. I think I saw her. She was running, and then you were running, and then you were both being chased by Diesel 10.
Yeah,
I think I saw
that was at the works at the time.
Luckily, when we went over the viaduct. What, Percy?
Is she the engine who came through the magic buffers?
Yes, Percy. That was her. But anyways, it was thank goodness for the viaduct, because when we crossed it, it started breaking, and Diesel 10 fell down into a barge.
What was
Guess
the
you had to fish him
substance
out.
in the barge?
Oh, dear.
Guess you had to fish him out of that barge of sludge.
You did, Cranky. You won't. You said you couldn't get the smell off your hook for weeks.
Oh, yeah.
That was Henry I was talking about. That wasn't me. I couldn't pull Diesel 10 out of that barge. I was at Knackford at the time.
It must have been
Then who did?
I must have got you too confused. Sorry about that.
It was me. I had to pull him out.
Yeah, it was, Mickey.
Oh, hello,
It was
Big
you.
Mickey.
Hello, Edward.
How was Brendam Docks?
Oh, Percy is you.
Oh, there goes Daisy's dogs again.
Oh, so cute.
If I recall, I think Daisy
Sounds
said,
loud. That's what they are.
Come here, boys.
if I recall, Daisy says that she has a puppy on board. Is that right?
Yes. They're probably just hungry.
Oh, I do like puppies. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
I'm seeing something here that's a little weird. It's from a Z mark. I've seen this pop up a few times. It says, Cranky, love me. What is that supposed to mean? What are you insinuating, sir?
Well,
I am
I
very.
don't think Cranky has the capacity to
Cranky
run.
hates everything.
Sorry, is
I
that a
don't hate
meme?
everything.
Well, he loves Stewart.
And Paxton.
Oh, that's true.
Not in that way, but he does like Paxton's presence.
Yeah, that's also true.
I just don't understand why he doesn't like my presence.
But it's just sometimes a fella's gotta be alone when a fella's gotta be alone sometimes. They need peace and quiet, you know?
Well, you should need to be alone a lot, Cranky.
That's why that's why I like going to the forest. It's nice and peaceful. You should come, Cranky. Oh, wait, you're not a train, doesn't matter.
Oh.
I'd like to sleep in Wellsworth Sheds if
Forest.
it wasn't there.
Oh,
Sometimes.
Daisy, here's a question for you.
Oh?
I don't know if this was answered already, but I just came across it. It's from Lil Train Master. Daisy, how come you never pull trucks?
Because it's bad for my swerves.
Oh, everything's bad for your swerves.
James, you're the exact same way.
I don't pull dusty old trucks. That is an engine's job.
The only thing that Daisy has ever pulled is Annie and Clarabelle, and she hated it.
And they were a pain.
Well, you were meeting them first, Daisy.
Look,
True.
look, say what you will about me. At least I've pulled trucks.
Begrudgingly.
I mean,
Yeah,
James,
but I've pulled them.
Oh.
Let's see here. Daisy, here's another question for you. This is from Island of Sodor Films 2017. They ask, hey Daisy, have you ever met Boko?
Who is this Boko you speak of?
One of my
I know
old
this
friends.
Boko. He's an engine that works here on Edward's Branchline. He's a big green diesel.
Oh, he's very kind to Great Diesel.
Oh, well, I've never seen him.
You know, I've heard that you both look alike, but I haven't seen you together at the same place and at the same time to really prove
We
that.
look alike.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
James,
Daisy.
James, James, what do you
forgive
think? What are you doing, James?
I was just gonna ask if you reckon?
Yeah.
What?
James?
Oh right, so are you and Boko the same engine?
No, they're not. They're not at all. They may look outwardly the same, but they're different.
So?
Daisy's a diesel rail car. Boko isn't.
Boko's a
It's
Metro
just-
Vic.
Yes, he's a Metro. She's a diesel rail car.
And here's something
It's
that
just-
he told me how he got his name, actually. It's from his wheel arrangement.
Yeah, he has a very unique wheel arrangement.
6 wheels
It's
at the
just
front and then 4 in the back.
Yes.
He sounds
It's just
very
that I've never
interesting.
seen.
What'd you say,
It's
Daisy?
just that I've never.
I said, this Boko sounds very interesting.
He's a
It's
very.
just that
he's
I've
nice
never
to
seen
everybody.
Daisy and Boko at the same place at the same time. So,
And apparently, I'm the only one that can keep Bill and Ben in order.
Oh,
So I keep hearing.
Oh,
Sir.
I think I see another question for moi.
Oh, you have to start speaking French.
Yes.
oh boy.
Don't you mean we?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Gotcha there, didn't I?
Oh,
Let's see. It's from the Reading G3. What's your excuse for not pulling trucks?
Because she's a diesel rail car.
bad for her swerves.
I'm too important for trucks.
and apparently,
If you was-
apparently it's against
sorry.
Fitter's orders
That's
or whatever.
why I can get Ryan to do those dirty jobs for me.
Why do you keep on manipulating poor Ryan?
He's just a suck up.
But Ryan's a nice engine in trying to help you out.
Very nice.
Yeah, I met him once. He was very nice. He was very nice.
Who's Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh,
you haven't met him
all
yet.
right.
Ryan's a purple tank engine.
Purple tank engine?
Thomas,
Yeah,
not
just
like Charlie.
basically-
He is less obnoxious.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, he's not Charlie.
But you didn't
Yeah,
like him
yeah.
at first, Thomas.
You know, Ryan reminded me a lot of Stanley.
Yeah, I noticed that. He had a.
How does he remind you of Stanley?
I don't
just
know.
the
I guess.
way-
I don't know.
Look.
I guess.
No, look.
I guess I talked to Ryan, and then I talked to Stanley. I guess. Okay, I think it's just because they both took over Thomas's branch line at some
Not
point.
for long, though.
Hey,
Yeah, not for long.
Not for
Obviously,
that
not.
long.
Hey,
Not a permanent thing.
I'm seeing something here. It's for Rosie. There's at least 2 questions, but they are. I think they kind of link with each other. One is that they're both from Andrew and Will Thomas 199, and it basically is this. Why did you choose red over pink? Why did you get painted red?
I really don't know. I just thought red would be a nice colour.
It is a nice
James.
change.
Sorry.
You do. You look very nice, Rosie.
Thank you, Thomas.
Your red coat does look very smashing.
You're going to have to talk to me later about how you got that paint there, Rosie, because I'm still a little surprised that you got repainted.
Sure, Cranky. We'll talk later.
I almost got confused with her and James.
I think it's really nice.
Well, James is.
Yeah,
What's that?
What's going on?
His car is going off.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it sounds
I
like
blame Philip for that.
What?
Philip can't drive.
Bill?
Hey, Thomas, got a question here.
Oh, cool.
It's from Thomas Katie. Thomas, do you miss Neil or Glyn the coffee pot?
Do I miss Glyn the coffee pot? Well, I do. I haven't seen him in a very long time. I would like to see him again.
Hey, it's funny you should say that. Stephen just arrived. He works with Glenn.
Oh, Stephen.
Oh, hello, everyone.
Stephen! Long time no
Hello
see!
there, hello, old friend.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing today?
Oh, we're doing very well, thank you, Stephen.
Oh, brought me up for the day, so I'm free to answer questions.
Oh, Stephen, how's the castle?
Well, funny you mentioned that. This is actually Glenn's birthday, and we actually had a party for him not too long ago.
Oh,
Really?
tell me
The old coffee pot's got a birthday, eh?
Party time!
He's excited.
Birthday, Glenn.
Happy birthday, Glyn.
Philip, you need to learn how to drive. Okay, thank you.
Cranky.
Yeah, Henry.
Is there any questions to me?
I'm trying to... Operator, come here. Can you try and get around a little bit?
Henry.
Let's see, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I do see a compliment.
Oh, here's one.
Stephen.
Here's one for you. It's from the LNN Railfan 3685. Henry, what is your favorite train to pull from the docks besides the Flying Kipper?
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a very good question.
I don't know really. I mean, probably just trucks. I mean, there's no other special train really.
Henry is a big, strong engine after all.
Exactly. Like I like taking big, strong vans. I like taking very long trains. Like I don't know really. I kind of just like anything really.
Well, anyway, here's another question from you. It's from Reading G3. He asks, I know you've conquered your fear of the rain, but are you scared of thunder and lightning?
I like to think of it as lights in the sky. I get scared sometimes, especially on Halloween. Oh, it's very scary then. But,
I remember when Thomas, James, and Gordon thought you were some sort of ghost engine, Henry.
Oh, that was quite funny.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But yes, I try to get over it, and I tend just to move on.
Speaking of that, Henry, I actually see a question here from a Nicholas Montagnino. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It says, Henry, how did it feel to scare the other engines when you were glowing in the dark?
I admit I was a little bit frightened.
Well, I'm not going to lie. It was quite funny. It was quite a lot of fun to do that.
It took me by surprise.
Get the rivets off of me. That's what you did, Henry.
It took me by surprise because I honestly didn't see that coming, you know? The scariest things are the things you never see coming.
Well, I'm full of surprises, I guess.
Don't even get started on the surprises bit.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right.
But yeah, I wish I did have that colour back again. At least confident in the night when I was pulling the kipper, I wasn't as scared.
Yeah.
Hey,
although you know what be really You know, it'd be really scary. If I had luminous paint like Henry, but I was still red, that would be pretty scary.
Everyone would think it's the flying red kind of tomato soup.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of the colour red, Rosie!
Great.
Rosie, you got a question here. You're from Mill Trainmaster. Rosie, why do you like Thomas so much?
Why is this a very question?
Subject.
Well, I like Thomas as being my friend, but you know, we do love each other, but as friends. Does that count?
Well, I
thought. You know, I honestly thought that he was referring to how you used to copy him.
Oh,
yeah, I heard about that.
I was young back then.
I try not to talk about it in front of Thomas. He doesn't really like it when I speak of it.
Sorry?
What was that, Edward?
Thomas, I know you don't like it when I bring it up every now and again. That's why I try not to talk about it.
Oh,
I don't think you like it very much.
Anyway, speaking of Thomas, there's a question for you from Reed Graves Petron. He asks, how would you feel about a stage musical based on you?
A stage
musical? Jinx!
I
come on, Cranky! Well, now I can't answer the question.
Go ahead!
Okay. A stage musical about myself. That would be interesting. How would they get a full-size locomotive on a stage, though?
Well,
That's
I've actually... Actually, if I may say, seeing as how old I really am, I've noticed... Sorry, I cannot speak today. I've seen in my day a bunch of stage musicals, and what they do when they have a train, they actually make a prop of that train, and it's actually very detailed from what I've seen.
It looks exactly like you, Thomas.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So anyway,
wonder how they would put me onto a stage.
My guess, you'd just be a huge cardboard cutout they put in the background who doesn't say anything.
Oh, here's a question for Vanna the Hedgehog. It's for all of us, and even you, Truck. It says here, if you guys were My Little Pony characters, who would you be and why?
Oh no!
I don't know this, My Little Pony.
I prefer to stay away from it.
What's a pony?
Yeah, it's like a small horse.
Ponies, but not like My Little Pony.
Look,
I just prefer not to ask the question. I'm staying out of this.
Look, my driver went through a phase. His phase is over. I don't want to have to live through that again.
And there goes Daisy's dogs again.
Hello.
Oh, Daisy.
Daisy, why are you transporting dogs of all things?
Yeah, they are her passengers.
Some of my passengers have puppies on board.
Oh.
Refined engines such as I never go near dogs. It's bad for us to chug. What? Oh, sorry, wrong railway. Bye.
Who was that?
I don't
Was
know.
that
That's what
Spencer?
I'm asking.
Was it Jeffrey?
No, it was like some big silver diesel. Are we just never going to talk about that again?
Who is that? Who?
I don't know. He just came by. He kind of looks like an engine I saw in a video once. No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I've got a very strange question from the the reading G3.
It's pronounced
Steven, what's
Reading.
that?
It's pronounced Reading.
Reading, Reading. What? I can't speak. Okay.
Let's continue.
He says, Steven, what's that face supposed to be? Wait, what do you mean?
It's your picture.
Robert. I think Sir Robert actually changed my profile picture.
You're right, Stephen. I think it makes you look so silly. Oh, you Grace! What are you doing here?
For those of you who don't know, Paxton had a little mishap with Thomas, and believe it or not, Thomas, he was trying to find something called your lost off.
And I happened to be nearby when Stephen was making that face, and I managed to snap a shot of it on my cell phone.
Oh, hello, sir.
Cell phone, Sir Robert?
Of course I do.
What kind?
Hello, Sir Robert.
Hello, Edward.
How are things at the castle?
Oh, we're just getting all prepped up for Glenn's birthday. And, I actually just coming here to the docks to pick up a few things. Cranky, is that special crate ready? Yeah. Here it is. Here it is, your Grace. It's really tiny, isn't it? No, it's very
Who would you like to
special.
take it up to the castle for you?
Oh, thank you very much, Edward. Thank you. I want to tell you what you know what this present is. You know why? Yeah, I was going to ask you because it's so tiny. Why is it so tiny? It's a new whistle for Glenn. A new whistle?
Is it going to sound different from his normal whistle?
Oh no, I haven't tried it out yet. It's just something I saw on the what they call the internet.
It's something called eBay.
What's that?
What's the internet?
It's something that people go on. It's a. You ever heard of computers?
I think so. My driver has one. So does my fireman.
Well, it's one way where people use computers as another way of communication, or sometimes to buy things from other places.
Oh, that sounds very bad.
Oh, I've heard all about that. Yeah, me operators
Henry.
sometimes use that.
Sorry. Oh, Henry.
Oh, hello.
We have a question.
Oh.
Do you remember Neil, Clive, and Matthew from the S&M Railway?
Oh, I can't. Oh, my brain's very terrible at the moment. I don't know why. No.
Take your time, Henry.
No, I can't remember them.
I think I remember them.
I vaguely saw them. No,
They
I
all look
can't.
exactly the same.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you who they were, Henry. I'll tell you who they were. Go ahead, Your Grace. They were known as box tank engines. They're small engines that looked like boxes. They're green, and they had full small wheels and really tall funnels. They were some
Actually,
of the best engines.
One of them had a trailing wheel at the end.
Oh yes. Oh, which one was that again? Was it
I think it was
Clive?
Matthew or something like that.
Anyway, they were small engines, and they were one of the first here on Sodor.
Oh, right. Ooh.
I've seen them, and they're very strange engines, from what I've heard.
Anyway, I have to get going now. This party's going to be starting soon. I'll see you all later,
Robert.
I'll be up at
Grace.
Goodbye, Sir Robert. Ooh.
I'll be back soon, Your Grace.
Very well, Stephen. I'll see you there. Ta-ta!
Goodbye, sir.
Box engines sound silly to me. What are you
There
doing
he is
here?
again.
No,
Who are
I
you?
forgot. I'm Farnsworth, and I'm just back because I forgot my coaches. Okay, bye. Weird looking at
Who was that?
Nice meeting you.
It is a weird one, that is. Anyway,
It's very rubbery. I don't
James.
think it's from here.
yeah, I'd say so. Look where his eyes were. They were his windows.
Oh,
James,
How
I
does
see a
it
question
try
for
to
you.
see?
James, I
Oh,
see a question for you. Yeah.
For me?
Sir.
Really?
Yes, it's from Andrew, and he said, how would you feel if you were painted like a bee?
oh dear.
Been there,
Remember
done
when
that,
Percy was the
Percy.
green
I'm still
controller?
resenting you for it.
I think Percy was the one who told me about that.
Yeah.
Of course he did.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
Yeah,
I remember
Percy,
you telling me this, Percy, because you mistook what Lady Hack said. You said that James had to be as busy as a bee, but you took it as he needed to be painted like a bee.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know what I was thinking that day.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks again for that, Percy. Thanks a lot. How would you like to be painted like a... How would you like it if you were
I
painted
remember
like
when
a...
Toby painted Percy.
Green caterpillar with
he
red
was-
stripes.
He's already a caterpillar.
Exactly, Cranky.
And Cranky
No,
looks like a
what?
tree.
Everyone, I've got a question from the Reading G3. Rosie and Thomas.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh boy, let me guess.
Here we go.
I think I know what type of
Brighton
question
area,
this is.
correct? What was it
What did
like?
he say?
Oh, he said both of you worked around the Brighton area, correct? What was it like?
That's different.
Not a shipping question. Wait.
That's a very interesting question.
Okay.
Probably.
Well, it was very nice. I loved it.
Yeah, me too.
But then Sir Topham Hatt got me.
And kind of the same as well. He bought me as well just to help out, and that's when I was kind of really, like, all obsessed with Thomas back then. But we're just good friends now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a question here for you, Henry.
Oh.
Henry, there's a question here. It's from Carsgirl95. Asks, Henry, are you sad you're going to be leaving Tid with Shed soon?
You're leaving?
This is me.
Edward already left. Now you.
I'm sorry, but I just have to move on. I mean, I love the shed. I love being with all my friends, but I just prefer to. I just want to be a little more free with myself. I'm quite excited. I think I can't wait to go and explore and see where I can go. I mean, I might go to Vickers now, and I don't know, but it'd be quite exciting to go somewhere else.
The truck actually has a question, and I actually know this. Truck, did you know the Spiteful Break fan? This is from Charles Salnia.
Oh,
Well-
don't get me started on that guy again.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've heard of him.
What was that? I missed it. What was that?
Someone asked the truck if it, or I don't know, if it knew the Spiteful Break fan.
I'm a genderless
Spiteful
truck.
Break fan.
But I've heard of him. I've heard of the incident, actually. I mean, I've never met him, really. I've heard the incident.
I was actually at a workshop one day, and sorry, go ahead.
I just said you weren't in trains with him or anything?
No, there were so many other break fans. He was just one of them.
Yeah, I see that.
Hey, there's a
I
question
was
for all of
there.
us.
Ow.
Oh.
It says, does anyone know the Polar Express?
Oh, yes.
The what?
I actually do.
The
The
Polar
Polar
that was-
Express.
I heard it's a magical train.
Oh, yes, my driver
Yes,
talking
yes.
about that. Oh, yes.
Another magical engine? As if one isn't enough. Ugh.
But this one's special, Cranky. It
Oh,
runs on
how
Christmas
so?
Eve.
It takes children to the North Pole to see Santa.
Every
Are
year
you
on Christmas
kidding
Eve.
me? Are you kidding me? Do you really believe that there is an engine that runs on Christmas Eve all the way up to see Santa Claus at the North Pole?
Yes.
Well, you never know.
Yes, it's
But
so
yes, Cranky, I've seen him.
One day, Cranky
You've
will prove
seen
it to
him,
you.
he says.
Well,
If
one
you just
day
believe, then you will see
from the
it.
Sodor.
Oh, how corny. How
Um,
corny and cliche.
Ooh.
Well,
Cranky
Cranky,
Chick.
believe what you want to believe, but well,
I'm grown up here. Come on. You don't expect me to believe something like
Oh,
what
don't be so boring.
Yeah, we
guys,
okay, Cranky.
guys,
Cranky.
I don't know if I think I'm seeing something here. Operator. It can't be. It seriously can't be. I don't know what I'd see, but I thought I just saw like a train running through the sky.
He told you.
What?
A train running
You see, an engine with a full-on the Raker coat.
Whoa.
And he
Very
fainted.
strange.
Oh,
fainted.
how could he faint? He's standing up. Is it possible to faint when standing up?
I mean,
Well,
he passed out. That's another thing.
I guess so.
I
You
mean,
just
he
close
could
your
just fall
eyes
to.
and nothing for a
I
bit.
mean, yeah, I mean, he could just fall to his side or something. I mean,
I got
it'd
an
be
idea.
quite
Someone
funny.
blow their whistle. Wake him up.
Don't worry, I know that. Don't worry, I've dealt with this sort of thing before. I know exactly how to get Cranky to wake up.
Here we
Wakey,
go.
wakey, Cranky.
Wakey, wakey, Cranky, my kipper's due.
Wake up! Wake up!
Wake up,
If he
Cranky.
passes out again, I'm blowing my whistle.
Wake up, Cranky.
Hang on, I'm building up steam.
Cranky, Carly's coming.
Oh, dear.
Gotcha!
Oh!
Hey, Cranky.
What is that?
Hey,
What's
Cranky.
that? Oh!
Cranky.
What?
Hey, up, Chuck.
That's it. I'm out of here.
No, Cranky, come back.
Cranky, you can't go anywhere.
Hey.
Can't
Wait,
go
are
anywhere. You're never gonna
Yeah,
go.
watch me!
Cranky.
Oh!
Someone fetch him. He fell into the water.
You what?
Oh boy, oh boy.
Somebody get him rope. Someone pull him
Hold on, I got him, Big Mickey, to the rescue.
Yeah, hooray for Big Mickey.
Rescue him, please.
Yeah!
Wait, Big Mick?
3 whistles for Big Mickey.
Hooray!
Hip,
Hooray!
Hooray! Hooray!
Yeah, hooray!
Right, that's enough. That's enough
You
cheering.
had to do that, didn't you, Mickey?
Hey, that's what friends are for, eh?
Yeah, that's what friends are for.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a really good question for the truck. It's set from Tower of Terror Fan 21. Clever name, by the way. Question for truck: why do most of the trucks, like you, have a high-pitched voice?
Yeah, what is up with that?
Well, as most of us are genderless, we have a different personalities and different voices. But I guess I never realized that. Maybe it's because some of us are so immature and act like children.
Oh, yes, don't we know it?
Yeah.
The slate truck I tried moving tried to push me off the rails. Oy.
Uh-oh.
I think it was when I first came to Sodor, actually.
Yeah, you know, Stephen, I've always wondered, where were you before you came to Sodor?
Oh, well, that's a good question, actually. I would say I've been traveling around the world with the Earl.
Oh.
Oh.
I've seen things that no other engine has ever seen.
Well, I'm gonna travel the world soon.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah,
Thomas.
yes. So you've told us.
I can't wait to see all the postcards.
Yeah, I know. And guess who has to load them onto the ship?
Is it Cranky?
Yes. It's me.
Yeah, Thomas, when you're off gallivanting around the world, if you ever get to Australia, I want you to tell Shane I said he stole my idea.
What idea?
Yeah.
An idea for a sitcom.
What's sitcom?
A sitcom?
What's a sitcom?
A sitcom?
Maybe
It's a situation comedy. It's a situation comedy. I was talking about oh, you know what they should do? They should do a television show about a genie and how he's with these kids. And then he told me, oh, there's a show like that in Australia. And I'm still convinced that he's lying to me. But my driver looked it up. Apparently, it's a thing.
What's it called?
I felt Genie from Down Under. I'm still convinced that Shane stole my idea and put it into production really quickly. And I just heard myself out loud.
Yes. All right, here's a question for us. From Clemens Productions. I think I'm saying that right.
Ooh.
He asks, what do you think about Chuggington?
No comment.
Yeah.
There's some little children on board that watch it.
I've seen it, and for what it is, it's not bad, but it is incredibly silly.
What's
It is
Chuggington?
very silly.
It is a silly show it is a very silly cartoon show about engines that jump off the rails, and I don't even think they have drivers. And
I doubt it.
And they've got what? I'm just confused because they've all got American style couplings and their track that does not look like regular railway track. That looks like I don't even know how to describe that kind of track.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, hey, here's a couple questions for Stephen here. First one is from Fergus Fan 1. He asks, Stephen, who is faster, Toby, Glenn, or you?
Oh.
Well, it should be obvious. My second name is The Rocket. So I would say me. Even though I don't really go fast.
I wasn't expecting Toby on the list.
Oh, I like to.
Why was Toby on the list? I know he's faster than me.
Yeah. And,
but anyway, what?
There was another question. I'm trying to find it. Where did it go?
Lost the question.
I'm trying to find it. Where is it? It was something about you ever heard of a thing called Shed 17?
What?
Oh no.
No. Let's move on. I don't want to answer this.
Oh, no.
Move on.
Oh no.
Well, if we're not going to answer that one, I've got one more, and then I think we're going to have to go because I have to get back on my branch line.
Nice, go and pull the kitten.
Honestly,
one last question for Rosie.
Oh.
Rosie, why do you like Thomas so much?
Oh my god.
We've already answered that.
Oh my goodness.
How many times are we going to have to go over this?
Oh
I
dear.
didn't want to answer this.
Well, I think there's a good question to end it off.
Go on, Daisy.
What's that?
From Crane Productions 27, who is your best friend on the island of Sodor?
Is that for me or for all of us?
It's for everyone. So I think we'll start off like we did with the pet question. I think we'll start off with the ladies. Daisy, who would you say is your best friend?
I'd say it's Ryan.
But you pester him around so much.
Well, yes.
I think that's her way of communicating with Ryan.
Pretty much.
Let's see. Rosie. Maybe, sorry. Daisy. That's your answer. It's Ryan.
Yes.
All right. Now, Rosie, who'd you say is your best friend?
Well, to be honest,
Thomas. I knew it.
I don't have a best friend. You're all.
What?
I like being friends with all of you.
Oh.
That's a good answer.
Aww.
That's clean.
Hello, Rosie.
That's nice. That's nice. It's kind of cheating, but it's still nice.
Don't worry, James.
Anyway.
I think I know James' answer already.
Hey, hold on. One at a time. Now that we have the ladies out of the way, let's get to, you know what? We really need to think of a name for you, Truck.
Really? Well, I know.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm getting a little tired of always calling you Truck.
Well, I actually have a number. It's 5784, but a name would be nice.
5784, huh?
Hang on.
Yeah.
You know, I
think I have a good name. I think I have a good name for you.
What is it?
Hey.
What about Lizzie?
Lizzie?
What? I don't know what kind of gender I am.
Well,
I don't know if I'm a boy or girl.
Give me a minute here. Madriver's trying something.
How about we give it a kind of gender neutral name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Both ways.
Yeah. How about Jamie? Yeah. Does Jamie sound good?
That sounds too much like you, James.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true.
Name that sounds.
How about Joe? J-O.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Oh, J-O.
Joe.
I did like JoJo. How about JoJo?
Perfect. I think that's nice.
Oh,
That's
Jojo.
a good name.
I don't know.
Let's settle. It's JoJo.
Yeah.
Just so you know how I came up with that was something me driver and operator were doing. They were looking at their phone and they were using the numbers apparently. And on some of these numbers there are letters associated with each one. And I went with the numbers that you have, JoJo. It was 5784. Is that right?
Yep, that's my number.
Well, apparently the letter 5, the number 5 on the phone has the letter J on it. So I was thinking of either that or it has the J and a K and an L on there. We already tried the L, but that didn't seem to work.
Well, I
All right.
like it. Thanks. I like having a good personal name instead of sticking to my number.
From what I heard, having a name is better than having a number. Makes you feel like you belong.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So anyway,
Thank you.
let's get now for you, JoJo. Who would you say is your best friend?
Well, I was thinking of this one friend, but after today, you all are my best friends.
Another cop out.
Oh.
But
From
you
now
know,
on,
it
I'm
actually
going to
does
be a
sound kind of
nice
sweet.
truck. From now on, I'm going to be a nice truck.
I
promise.
All right. Let's see how long that will last.
JoJo.
Don't worry, James. I promise I won't
And
teach
JoJo.
you as much anymore. At least some of
Do
the
you promise to
time.
be really useful?
Yes.
enough.
Now that I got a name, and you guys are all nice to me, I think, yes, I will be nice to you as well.
Thank you. I mean, I always hear a lot of it lately, and if you ever come here, please just don't sing too much.
Don't worry, I won't.
Oh, thank you,
Fair
JoJo.
All right, Pop.
All right, so now that we got those out of the way, let's go back to the numeric order. Thomas, who would you say is your best friend? As if I didn't know this already.
I think everybody knows this already. I think Percy's my best friend.
You think?
Oh, Thomas.
Well, it's obvious.
I called it. I totally called it.
Of course.
Yeah.
I bet I know who your best friend is.
Well, hold on, one at a time. Hold on, we're going in numeric order here. So, next up, Edward. Who would you say is your best friend?
I hate to burst your bubble, but Edward's not here.
Edward?
He isn't?
I think he's gone.
He went to take the arrow back to the castle, remember?
Oh yeah.
He's going to have.
Well, I think for now we'll go over to Henry. Henry, who is your best friend?
I don't know. I don't want to sound cliche or anything, but I pretty much like everyone. I mean, not all the diesels, but I like everyone really.
Well, that makes sense. I mean,
All right.
you're probably one of the friendliest engines I've ever met, Henry.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really have faith, but if I did have to pick one, it'd probably be Edward. But I like everyone as a friend.
Yes.
All right.
That's great.
James, who's your best friend?
Himself.
All right.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
All right. For the record, well, that does totally sound like something I would say. Saying I'm my own best friend, do you know how sad and lonely that would sound? But in all seriousness, I'd say my best friends would probably have to be Henry and Gordon.
Oh, what about
I
me?
can see that.
Oh, Edward, you're back!
There he is.
Edward's back.
Welcome back,
Edward's
Edward.
back.
Sorry about that.
Thank you for taking the arrow back to the castle for me, Edward. You're a true friend.
Yeah, anyway, we were just asking questions around. James is saying the question is, who's our best friend? And we've already gone through the ladies, and JoJo, and Thomas and Henry. Now we're on to James. We'll go right back to you.
By the way, Edward, we named the truck. The truck's
Yes, I
JoJo.
got a name now, thanks to my new best friends.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Yeah, welcome.
Oh no! Did somebody leave?
Oh no, we lost
It looks
Henry.
like Henry did. It looks like he had to leave.
Oh,
Or maybe the kipper was ready. Maybe the kipper was ready.
Oh dear.
Anyway, back to you, James. Who were you saying was your best friend again?
I was saying Henry and Gordon because they both make me look good by comparison. Mostly Gordon.
Even though James, to be fair,
You know,
James,
I mean-
they are bigger than you, so why do you hang around with them?
Well, I don't know. I guess we were locked in a shed for 2 days, and after a while, we just started. A lot of stuff happens. We were locked in a shed for a few days, and we were forced to talk to each other. And we discovered we both share we all share a good sense of humor.
A good sense of humor.
Well, depending on what you would find funny, you probably wouldn't find most of the stuff we joked about funny.
Well, yeah, no. You would constantly joke about how I want to see the world.
Yeah,
And
that
now,
is funny.
Guess what, James? It's happening.
Good
Boom.
for you.
Roasted.
Anyway, let's go back. Let's go here. There's Edward again. I was just about to ask where he went. Anyway, Edward, who is your best friend?
Huh. Now, that's a very... Pretty much all my friends who lived at Tidmouth for a while.
So basically, that would be Thomas.
I'm friends with all of them, even Gordon. Even
Wait.
though Gordon gives me no end of grief.
I see.
I actually saw Gordon earlier.
How is he doing?
Well, let's just say he has not learned his lesson after the whole suspension bridge incident.
Oh
dear.
I think Thomas told me he saw the entire thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, let me tell you, he was speechless.
It was very brave of you, Stephen.
Really?
Well, thank you.
I mean, yeah, I heard the suspension bridge was closed down for repairs. I mean, I'm just glad it wasn't as bad as the last time it was closed for repairs.
Because that storm.
Oh my.
Yeah, I heard about that
Yeah, there was a big storm.
And you, Thomas, you went to go fix that, didn't you?
Oh yes, I did.
We all did.
But what?
So anyway, back to the question at hand. So Edward, you're friends with everybody, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Even the west of the law.
Yeah, what another cop out. Anyway, Percy, who is your best friend?
I thought we already answered this.
Well, I know it's blatantly obvious who my best friend is, but I love everybody. But my bestest friend is obviously Thomas.
Thank you, Percy.
Nothing beats Thomas.
Coming.
All right, so now that that's out of the way, Stephen, who would you say is your best friend?
I know the answer to this one.
That's actually a good question.
Wouldn't it be Glenn?
Jeez, do I have to pick between the two? Actually, I think it would be a tie between Glenn and Millie. You know, we've spent so much time.
You do spend a lot of time up at Ulfstead.
We spent so much time.
I'm kind of missing what you're saying there, Stephen.
In the afternoon.
You're breaking up a little.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
How's that? Is that better? Hello?
There we go.
Yeah,
there we go.
We can,
there
we
it
can
is.
hear you now, Stephen.
That's better.
All right.
Oh, there goes.
Uh-oh.
There you go. So if I'm hearing it right, your best friends are Glenn and Millie. Is that right?
That is correct, Cranky.
All right, there we go. So
I don't know what. No, it's phone.
So who's your best friend, Cranky?
Stuart.
I know who it is. It's Carly.
No, definitely not Carly. Definitely not Carly.
She's not that bad, Cranky.
Yeah.
She's a really
who
nice
his best
queen.
friend is.
Oh, Big Mickey, don't. Please don't.
It is Carly.
Cranky, I don't see why you're so in the dark about it. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Looks like Cranky's warming up to Carly after all.
Go on, Cranky.
All right. My best friend is...
Yes.
Yes.
Go on. Don't be shy.
Cranky.
Come on, Cranky.
Yay!
Now was that so hard?
I knew it.
He said
Was
it.
that so?
He actually said it.
He
Was that
said
so hard, Cranky?
Was
I
that
don't
so
know if
hard?
you can see it up here, everyone, but it seems the Cranky's kind of going a bit red.
I'm not going red. I'm not Mickey. I'm not.
Oh.
This is red.
I'm not doing
Yeah.
red at all.
Great work.
Embarrassed, I see.
I'm not embarrassed. I'm just overheated. Operator, can you try cooling the engine off?
Oh, sure you have, Cranky.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Sure
then.
you have. Oh, you're all so unprofessional. Will you stop coming back here? I just realized I grabbed the wrong coaches. Okay, as long as you're here.
How many times are you going to come back and grab more coaches?
Look, I'm just grabbing my proper coaches this time, okay? So as long as you're here, Farnsworth, who would you say your best friend is?
James.
I'd have to say it's myself. Oh, that's just sad.
Oh, wow.
That's just sad. Oh, I don't need to hear this. I'm leaving. Well, that just happened.
Oh,
Right,
well then.
I have to go work on my branch line, you guys.
And I need to get polished.
And
I'm due to pull the mail.
And my passengers need to get back to Alsborough.
And I need to go back to the clay pits.
And I can't go anywhere because I'm stuck here at the docks.
I wonder why.
Well, I can't go
Cranky,
anywhere
I can-
either, unless if someone
You
sends me.
actually, Truck, you're on my next train, I believe.
Really?
By the way, the truck's name is JoJo now.
Oh, hello. Oh, Jojo, you're on my next train.
We said that a little bit ago.
Well, I was helping. I was elsewhere. So
Yeah.
It's all right. What am I carrying?
Well, I think we might as well say goodbye now.
All right.
Well,
all right.
Bye, everyone. And remember,
Goodbye. Let's all say it one at a time. Let's all say it one at a time.
All right. Yes, one at a time.
All right. I guess ladies first. Time to say goodbye. Hello.
All right, I'll start. Au revoir, everybody. I had such a nice time.
See you soon, guys.
Goodbye.
See you later,
Sound
everyone.
Good evening, everyone. Goodbye.
And bye, everyone. And remember, as you walk down that road of life, hitchhike. It's faster.
Well, I once finally broke Cranky.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm not broken. I'm still upright, aren't I?
Yes, Cranky.
Goodbye,
I had
everyone.
such a lovely time.
I did too.
Thank you for watching, everyone.
This is Stephen the Rocket. This is Stephen the Rocket saying, "I fly like the wind back to the castle because I really need to get going." See you guys later.
Right, bye, Stephen. Bye.
And this is Cranky who's saying farewell and dry rails, good running, and fair sailing. Good breeze to everybody. Farewell.
Bye. Stephen's only moved a few inches so far.
Goodbye.
Farewell, everyone.
Bye.